The basic fingertip strengthening exercise is one most people are familiar with, the fingertip push-up. As before with everything else, you can do just holds in the position or work on the push-ups themselves. Both are good, both just hit the body a little bit differently. So when you're doing fingertip push-ups, you're not really on the tips of the fingers, you're on the pad, the last pad of the finger. The wider you go with your hands in general, the easier it is because that stress is just spread out more, so it's easier to do as opposed to having a higher position. So here's a pretty high one as opposed to here. So that's just something you can really play around with. Other than that, it's basically the same. What I like to do with fingertip push-ups is instead of reducing the amount of fingers, like moving on to here. Since doing this, you're no longer working, I was on the index and thumb finger, that's great for demonstrating what you can do. And certainly some bit of that is good to do. But I feel it is best if you work all 5 fingers equally. So if you were to do that, you'd have to do some sets where you're working the other fingers like this. So what I feel is the best way to progress with the fingertip push-ups is to use your entire body weight on all of the fingers at once. So this way, the pinky, the ring, all the fingers are getting used. I'll just walk my feet up the wall. And that way you're just placing stress against all the fingers and only have to do a couple sets, whatever you're doing with that, instead of breaking and working the different fingers individually. Another option, of course, is you can do one arm type of stuff. Same thing there, then you have to work both sides. Great for demonstration purposes, but as far as progressing as an exercise, just start handling more of your weight on all 5 fingers, and that will give you the best result.